Good
day, everybody. We're back again.
We promised you the Kruger Park, but we did not realize that the editing is taking so long. So we're sorry. We are going to do it. I've got a few clients coming to view a house just now. By the way, we're Jannie and Susan from South Africa, and we would like to share. We would like to share our experience in the Kruger Park with you guys. Thank you for watching.
We left early in the morning.
Yeah, because it's about 6-7 hours drive to the Burchell's Bush Lodge. Now, this is in Mpumalanga, and Mpumalanga is actually called place where the sun comes up. Quite nice, interesting, lovely, scenic drive there. Of course, we pack a lot of padkos. You know what padkos is by now. We make food and treats for the road. And then there's some rural areas that you also have to drive through. Eventually, the tradition is that we have a chocolate shot in Hazyview. Hazyview is not far from where we have to be.
The women have a chocolate shot. We have a whiskey shot.
You actually waited in the car, so he's lying to you. They went to the toilet, actually. So after our chocolate shots, which was a sugar rush, because it's even the little cup is made of chocolates.
You get a cup full of sugar, but the cup is chocolate.
Yeah.
So you can imagine.
Yeah. Jannie's diabetic, so he really can't have it. He had it before. So then we took the rural drive towards Burchell's Bush Lodge. And Burchell's Bush Lodge is, I think, apart from the lodges that's in the Kruger, private lodges that's in or adjacent to the Kruger, there's no fences between them and the Kruger. This one is the closest.
It's just the lodge is right on the river, so you go out the back of the lodge on a small out of the lodge area. You get into a torrent, you turn left, and you 200 meters from the Kruger Gate.
Yeah, the Paul Kruger Gate, and the Paul Kruger Gate. Paul Kruger, of course, I don't know if you all know, is one of the founders of the Kruger National Park in the late 1800s.
He's the guy that cut off his own thumb after his gun exploded. It was.
Yeah, but I wonder if they heard it. You talk so fast.
Yeah, must find out.
He cut his own thumb while shooting.
He was shooting with his rifle and something exploded, and his thumb was severely injured, so he took out his pocket knife and cut his thumb off.
My gosh.
Right. He's a rough old man.
That's a real African guy. In any case, the Burchell's Bush Lodge is beautiful. It is amongst the trees in the bushveld, as Jannie explained, on the river. Although the hotel is in the front part of the river, we prefer the back part, the lodge area, because it's in the bush. You don't see anybody else. We will give you a few photographs of that as well.
Lots of animals around.
Yeah. You don't have to go anywhere. You can see everything there from your patio, and it's really beautiful. So our friends that went with us, I think we told you before, they are 80 years old and 84 years old. So it's quite hip and full of zest and energy. And but it is quite a long drive. So all the bedrooms in this lodge has got its own ensuite bathroom. But Mari loves to bath.
It's good for guys that drink a lot of beer because the toilet's right at hand.
And when you're old, you don't pass the toilet, of course.
We have to go to the toilet before we want to go. Otherwise, it's too late.
So we said Mari and Pieter must take the room,
the main suite,
the one with there's a shower as well, but there's a bath as well. She loves to have a bath.
The shower is inside
the bath.
Our side has got a shower, a separate shower.
But it's a walk-in.
And we know that the old people, but Mari wants to bath, come mellow high water.
So the story begins with her.
No, I'm busy with explaining about the shower.
Okay.
So we said to Molly she can use our shower because the bathroom is in a passage leading to our room. So it's real separate from our room. So she could have easily done that, but she insisted on taking the one with the bath. So now the fun starts.
We heard Pieter coming to us. Well, we did not hear him knocking because we were listening to the radio. Eventually, he came inside and he said he needs our help. Mari is stuck in the bath. So I went to the other side, but you must see Pieter walking like this in front of me in this little passage. It looks so funny with
an 80-year and a 70-year-old man in your pajama shorts with slippers that you must chase. It's not a nice sight from behind.
I laughed so much when I saw Mari. She as well. And I said to her, going to get the camera, but of course it was only a joke. She already let the water out of the bath, and her back was...
She had turned sideways, with the back against the wall, and the feet and the legs over the side of the bath.
Side,
now you can...
But the bath was too big. She could not touch the floor.
How does an 84-year-old woman get out of that knot?
Jannie, she's going to be so cross with you because she's 80 and he's 84.
Well, she's close to him.
No, she's very, very up and going.
We won't tell her
that. Eventually, I got in the bath, folded her double, and I got her out of the bath. But we had such a laugh about this. You can't imagine. Of course, the next morning, we decided to stay that day because we had because it's so beautiful. You want to enjoy the area as well. There's a pool at Burchell's Bush Lodge, and it's so tranquil, and you can see. Jannie, what did we see? Bushbuck, and we saw nyala rams and spider and
all kinds of things.
It's beautiful to just sit on your porch, and we played games.
The only bad thing about this lodge is it hasn't got a concrete pipe where old people can crawl through.
Come on, Jannie.
When we book our website, just make sure they've got these concrete pipes, that's suspended from a chain where people crawl through. So that's our favorite game. It takes us a day to get through a 2-meter pipe.
No, man, he's lying. We play. They of course at these holiday locations, they have this play area for children. So Jannie's always joking about, because we're not children anymore. So we played some Yahtzee and enjoyed the evening with a braai on our patio. And then the next morning early, we got up and we went to the Kruger. And as Jannie explained, you only go over the river and then you're at the Kruger gate. And there was a lot of rain in the Kruger Park. So animals are in abundance, but they're not close to the water because there's water all over the...
And funny enough, like Sean said, it was raining a lot. It's winter, but the felt was very thick. It was green and lots of leaves. So it was quite difficult to spot the animals, especially when you're 74 and 84.
You are again stuck with 74. Nobody's even 74.
We ride and we drive into an elephant, then we have to get out and see what's in the road.
No, we really, what is nice, our video is now not about telling you or showing you what an animal looks like. It's about what we experienced there. And it's so nice to just sit and see a family of elephant with babies and everything grazing. And of course, there's a certain time that you have to be out of the park as well. But we went to this one, we went next to the Sabi River. We drove all the way next to the Sabi River to see animals and stopped at Sukuza for ice cream.
Giraffe and depot.
But at this one water hole, we stopped and we took a video, but it's not very, very clear. But it's amazing that there was a hammerkop and it's a kind of a bird. It really looks like a hammer, his head. But he was going in the water like a fish.
Like a fisher. Like a kingfisher type of thing.
Kingfisher. And then he comes out and he will sit on the back of a hippo. And in the background, on the one bank of the dam, there were some, what is it? The one with a kolganse?
Egyptian goose.
Egyptian geese. There were a whole flock of them, and also impala. And then what is also strange, and nowadays we see it more often, is that the hippos are outside the water. Usually hippos graze at night, but they were outside, a lot were outside the water, and it's so beautiful to see. Then you can see them because otherwise,
and they weren't just lying around, they were grazing.
They were grazing, yeah. And there were some in the water as well. But then, of course, we made our way back to our lodge again, and then we had to look out for the vivid monkeys. Because
I must tell us about the hippo. Why do hippos stay in the water all the time? When God created the earth, they said, could they please stay in the water? And God said, no, you're going to eat all my fish. And they said, no, we won't. And they said, well, how can we? He said, okay, we'll tell you, God, what we will do. When we come out of the water and we make a poo-poo, we'll smack it with our tails so you can see there are no fish bones in there.
We will not eat your fish. Yeah. So that's why the hippo,
he like whacks his poop like that with his tail.
Yeah, with all the grass. You can see the grass. But where's my story now? Okay, life happens. And you know that I am a real estate agent, so I had to show some houses quickly. On our way back to the gate, we saw a lot of cars. And we've been in the bush quite often. But we've seen the most amazing thing that we've ever seen. Jannie always says, help me. Everybody's
looking for the big five, but nobody looks at the 5,000 small people geese.
Small goodies. The big five, of course, is the leopard, lion, buffalo, elephant,
rhino. Lion.
So,
lion.
Yeah. And the small 5,000 is all the birds and the things. And here we saw these lots of cars, and we thought it was a predator. Because they attract a lot of tourists and so on. But there was this little chameleon in the road. Help, what's the name?
Flapneck.
A flapneck chameleon. The cutest thing, small. How big are they?
About 120 to 140 millimeter long.
Wow.
And he's got a flap. His head is like, it's like a bone that goes over his neck to his back. And it reminds me of those rhinos where did you find those rhinos?
India, yeah.
Those rhinos in India with like scales over them.
Yeah. Quite interesting. So here's this little guy. Jannie enjoyed it so much because a little pickup
truck
wants to go past because he was in a hurry. Not that you can be in a hurry in the Kruger, but they had to deliver something. And he was going after the tires, but I mean, of course, he missed him. We were so worried that he might be run over.
I just wanted to know what was going on in his mind. What was he going to do with that truck if he caught it? You know?
That's so cute. But what's fantastic is that everybody tried to see that he gets over the road safely. It was really something amazing to see.
It was nearly as difficult for him to get over the road than for an 85-year-old guy crossing the road.
You're stuck
taken at the same time. Because they also walk like this, the old people.
But that night, when we got back to the lodge, the vivid monkeys, usually just before dark, they go sleep in the trees. And just before dark, they try to get food.
Come and raid your place.
Yeah, they try to get food and feed the babies and so on. So Jannie was saying they are in a conspiracy with one another, and they are so opportunistic. The one will attract your attention, and the other one will run behind you into the house and steal your...
But they're so quick. I mean, it's just a grey flash and he's out again with his bread and he's
or
gone.
bananas or apples or so.
As long as they leave my beer alone, it's fine.
Of course, we never feed the animals. Never,
They
ever.
feed themselves in our house.
But they come to steal. But they really are cute. So that night we enjoyed a nice sundowner on the patio again, and it's the smell of the bush. I think I mentioned this before. But we went to bed, and Jannie said at about 12:30, 1:30, I can't even remember, it was in the middle of the night, he can hear Mari and Pieter talking to one another. And I said, leave, they are praying. And he said, no, look at the time, it's not possible. And of course, we fell asleep again, and they can talk if they want to. I mean, they're fine.
You know, we were kind of
Worried.
discussing what they could be doing. We don't know, but there's a noise there.
But they didn't come to us. But at 5:30, I got up to make coffee, and it was still dark, pitch dark. And Mari came in the kitchen, and she said, big problems. Pieter wanted to go to the toilet, and he actually fell against the corner of the
table, the bedside table.
Bedside table, and it's quite sharp. And
It's got a 5mm glass over the table.
Yeah.
And he must have hit on the corner and cut his eye open. Sure.
So, sure, the lodge has got the most beautiful, pure white percale linen, and really everything was red. Everything was with blood, but they were fantastic. Of course, Pieter tried to stop the bleeding, but he's doing this. So every time when he leaves the wound, then the blood will just pump out again. He was on blood thinners as well because he had a stent a few months ago. So I quickly looked at the lodge, the brochures, and I saw the emergency doctor number and found this lady in Sukuza, which is about 12 kilometers from the lodge in the Kruger Park. And she was asleep, but she was so helpful, and she said that I must find out if he's dizzy or if he's nauseous, because then it's a completely different story. We must go for an MRI and so on. Otherwise, we must just try to stop the bleeding and then bring him to them at the surgery in Sukuza, which we did. And of course, we started to get ready, and we saw that we can't stop this blood. And the manager came, still dark, pitch dark, and she came with first aid kit, well prepared. She can make an open
heart surgery.
Not make. How do you perform an open heart surgery with the stuff that she had there? And she put some gauze on it and bandages to stop the bleeding.
It looked like Taliban.
Pieter looked like Taliban or hippie or something with a thick thingy around his.
And what's that guy that's on the carpet? It flies with the carpet? Alibaba.
I know, man. It's
Anyway.
the guy flying the carpet. In any case, yes, Jannie, I can't remember. Many moons ago that we watched that. So we went to the Kruger. We went to the doctor, and she put 5 stitches on the side of his head here. And they were really fantastic. This lady is so beautiful. She should have been a model. Really a beautiful lady. So on our way back, we wanted to go. We went to the what do you call it? The hide on our way back. It's amazing to get out of your car between the wild animals. You don't see them, of course, but to walk in this pathway, which the people would do all around the bush, the trees, because
it's
they
a
don't
little
take out
path, snaking down to the
hide.
And it's got diamond mesh wire on the sides, but it's all overgrown with with ranking plants and you don't even see the wire.
Yeah,
So it's very
with
beautiful.
fencing, yeah.
So we walked down there, but the road was a
About
bit.
80 to 100 meters about,
Yeah.
Jannie.
The road was a bit not slippery. It was, it was like these small little round pebbles in the ground. If you stand on it, you slip. So it was quite a job to get to the hide.
But lots of people there as well. Beautiful to see with benches to sit on, and you can just watch the sun.
And the dam comes right up to the hide.
Yeah, you can see the reflection of the sun on the water, and the curious hippos coming to see what's going on at the hide. It's very safe. And then there were some hippos on the side of the bank of the dam as well, the sand area. And there was a little baby as well, and the kingfishers who's catching fish. Our camera's not good enough, but we will show you a picture of the view from the hide. And I also took a picture of the three of them with our injured man. So on our way back, we saw also lots and lots of elephant and giraffe and...
Didn't see many zebra, eh?
Yeah, we see only a few, but the bush was very dense, Jannie. But this video is not about us showing you what an animal looks like. I think there's so many people with better cameras than us. It's about what we experienced. So it was a wonderful time that we had there. And of course, the next day, sadly, we had to leave again and get back home and say bye-bye to the bush and come back to...
But the thing is, the two people that are with us, they are next door neighbors, so we didn't get rid of them. They're here again.
Love them to
Only
bits.
joking. We love them so much.
Love them to bits. But thank you for joining. Thank you for letting us share our experiences with you. There's quite a lot that we still want to tell you about other experiences that we have. And sorry this took so long. We have to edit. It takes a long time to edit.
It takes longer than the holiday.
Yeah. We're still learning that kind of thing. So if there's flops, please excuse us. But thank you for joining us. Be blessed. Bye.